What's up, guys? Hope everybody's doing well and having a great day. You guys are in for a treat in this video. I've got two more examples of this mysterious fog that's sweeping the earth. One out of Salem, Oregon, one out of Aurora, Colorado. People are describing this stuff as not your typical fog. They're very mystified by this stuff. There's also an article over here at dailymail.com talking about this fog dated January 6th of 2024, updated today, January 7th. And we'll come back to this article here in just a moment. I've also got multiple videos of mysterious crafts in the nighttime sky. Awesome video footage. Two people apparently witnessing the same massive craft drifting through the nighttime sky. Really awesome video footage. We're going to start off with the recent geomagnetic storm photos that I've received. I received photos from British Columbia, and I received photos from all the way down in Tasmania, off the coast of Tasmania. A gentleman was right out here in his boat, sent in these photos. Duncan from January 3rd of 2025 took these incredible photos from the geomagnetic storm just after the first of the year. They were visible deep in the southern hemisphere and, of course, far in the northern hemisphere. Once again, these photos were from the coast of Tasmania. You can see the mast of the manned sailboat going up to British Columbia, Fort St. James, January 2nd of 2025. Get a load of that sky. Very impressive photos from the recent geomagnetic storm activity sparked by the flurry of X-class solar flares that we could see more of here in the coming days. Great job, guys. Really appreciate you sending those in. Going from auroras to fog in the sky. Article over here at dailymail.com. Article saying mysterious fog with chemical smell is making Americans not feel too good after exposure to it. Article goes on to say reports of the fog began late in December in parts of Texas, Wisconsin, Iowa, Maryland, Virginia, West Virginia, Nebraska, Kansas, Oklahoma, North Dakota, Florida, Minnesota, just to name a few. I've got Colorado and Oregon to add to that list here in just a minute. Locals have flooded social media with videos explaining their symptoms since the fog appeared in the area. And people are reporting a variety of pesky things like sinus issues, sore throat, feeling a little bit lethargic, a wide variety of pesky issues after they were exposed to this mysterious fog that once again is not only limited to the United States. This is showing up, from what I understand, all around the world. This first video has narration. It comes out of Salem, Oregon. People are saying this stuff really isn't like fog. They're a bit perplexed as to what they're seeing in the nighttime sky. This video footage was sent in by Johnny from January 6th of 2025 at 2:30 a.m. Once again, out of Salem, Oregon. This video has narration. Here we go.
This is called a Brinnet Rescue Angel. It's a handheld searchlight. It's not a flashlight. It's so bright that it will blind you. It will also start a fire if you point it at something flammable. It's not the brightest searchlight, handheld searchlight on the planet, but it throws a beam of light twice as far as the brightest searchlight on the planet at a mile. We're going to take this flashlight and let's just go see outside here what we got. That is not fog. If we go under the eave, you can see its individual particles. Those are individual particles, and that's under the eave, you see. But if you go outside the eave, let's go outside the eave. You see tons of this crap. I have no idea what this crap is. But I can tell you one thing. It isn't fog. Look at that. It's like snow, except it's 50 degrees outside. It's just waves and waves and waves of it up high. It's just crazy.
And as you heard Johnny say, the stuff looked like snow, but it was 50 degrees outside, so there's no way it could have been snow. It was unlike anything he had ever seen before. He also shared this video right here. This is a security camera on his house, taken about an hour before the video that he just took with his flashlight. I've got this in fast forward for presentation purposes. This video was taken at 1:38 a.m. The video that he just shared with us was taken around 2:30, 2:40 in the morning. So about an hour later. So this had been going on for a while whenever he did the video with the flashlight. Once again, this is a security camera on the outside of his house, and you can see this stuff coming down pretty heavy, and it looks like snow. But keep in mind, as this video is recording right now, it's 50 degrees outside in this location in Salem, Oregon. Going from Salem, Oregon to Aurora, Colorado. This video was sent in from the night of January 4th, 2025 by Dan M. Video taken at 5:28 a.m. when he too encountered the thick fog, dimming the lights in the distance. You can see a car here going by. The lights look dim on it. You can see there's a pretty thick fog presence in his location around Aurora, Colorado in the early morning hours of January 4th of 2025. I also received another video. This video was sent in by Jesse. I'm not sure of the location, but the date says 12/28/2024 at 21:14. That would be 9:14 p.m. And you can see what looks like fog. I'm going to put this in fast forward for presentation purposes. You can clearly see very foggy in this location. And you can also see the presence of those particles in the sky. And once again, I'm waiting to hear back from Jesse on the exact location of this video. These things you see right up here at the top, what look like bright lights, that's the remnant of a cobweb in front of the camera. The rest of the stuff you see, definitely fog. Going from fog to mysterious large crafts in the nighttime sky. We're going to start off right out here in Arizona City, Arizona. Check this out. This has a little bit of narration by Brian. This video goes back to April 28th of 2024, video taken at 12:24 a.m., but it's still very relevant. Check this out. He just happened to be in the right place at the right time, and I believe he pulled his car over to the side of the road. As you're going to hear cars come very close to his location here in just a minute, implying that he's next to the roadside. Hear a car coming? I had to turn the volume down right here because it got so loud. The car was very close to him. And here coming up around the 1 minute mark, there's some narration. Brian talks about how big this thing is, and he not only mentions it once, but 2 or 3 times. Check this out.
It's big. It's huge.
And as you see, there's another vehicle. I think he was next to the road or in a large parking lot, but he mentioned 3 times this thing, implying singularity. Even though there's 2 lights, they apparently were attached to something larger, and they remained stationary in the nighttime sky. Whatever this thing was, it was hovering, not making any sound. Clearly not an airplane, definitely not helicopters, so they'd be very loud. There was a big object in the nighttime sky hovering above Arizona City, Arizona, back in April of last year. And it's no telling how many other people possibly saw this thing. As you can see, if you were outside at 12:30 on that night and looking up, you wouldn't have missed it. And Brian captured this excellent video. Keep in mind, this thing wasn't moving. And you're going to see more lights reveal themselves. They appear to be associated with these first lights that we are looking at right now. Watch what happens here. Okay, here we go. This is the same night, same location. This thing hasn't moved. But there's more lights that reveal themselves. So these couldn't be Chinese lanterns. This video is way too long for Chinese lanterns. And not only that, they haven't moved. There's just been new ones appear. Now we've got one over here, one back here. Watch the formation that they make. Check that out. Looks like a big triangle, big mothership up in the sky. Are you serious? Here's video number 2 of what appears to be the same thing, but maybe a little smaller. Kyle Johnson, January 1st of 2025. Is that another one? Wow. 3 non-blinking, very bright lights moving at what appears to be the exact same speed in the nighttime sky appear to be part of something larger? Are you serious right now? What is going on? And unlike the video we just saw out of Arizona City, Arizona, this object appears to be moving very slowly, very quietly through the nighttime sky, not making any sound, clearly not an airplane or a helicopter. And there it goes. And then it kind of disappears into the night sky. And they remained in the same exact position during their movement across the nighttime sky. And that tells me those weren't Chinese lanterns, because they held on to that same position the entire time. Going to Las Vegas, Nevada. Check this out. Yet another incredible sighting in the nighttime sky. And here we go, the night of January 6th of 2025. Angela Long looking out over the Las Vegas desert. I zoomed in over here on the left. These things are several miles away, as you can tell from the original vertical video on the right. Look at how far away those things are. And those are out above the desert. What in the world did she see? These look similar to the back 2 lights of the large object that we just saw. However, these look vertical, and they're not moving. And they're probably, I don't know, at least 8, maybe 9, 10 miles away from her location, and she can easily see them. So that tells you that these things had to have been pretty decent size. That's an airplane. No doubt about it. These, on the other hand, are something entirely different. They don't appear to be moving. They remain vertical, which tells us they're under some sort of intelligent control. They're not just wandering around up there at the mercy of the wind. Those are holding steady. That tells you that it has its own power source. They're maintaining a very specific position, not only in the sky, but away from each other. They don't move. Look at how far away those things were. What an awesome video. There they are over here. I zoomed in on the left so you guys could get a little better look at them. Even though they were a long ways away, you could easily see them once she zoomed in, and then I zoomed in too. The top one seemed to be red. The bottom one appeared to be white. Wow, what an incredible video from the Las Vegas desert. Going over to Hampshire, United Kingdom. And here we go, a video by Sarah Jane. I think this video's from this past week. She looked up and saw an incredibly bright object in the nighttime sky. This object wasn't moving, wasn't making any sound, wasn't blinking. Clearly not a helicopter or an airplane. Don't know what this was. She didn't either. That's why she was recording this thing, because of its mysterious personality. We've seen a lot of these things here recently look very similar to this right here. All around the world. I mean, people on a daily basis. I get videos every day of these mysterious lights in the nighttime sky from all around the world. Going to Pittsburgh, Texas. Here we go. Yet another mysterious object in the nighttime sky. Margaret, this video goes back to December 21st of 2024 at 9:17 p.m. Looks very similar to what was spotted above the United Kingdom. However, this one has a few more colors, but it looks to be about the same size and at about the same altitude. And coming up is video number 6 of a collection of 6 videos that I put together for you guys. This video has narration going back to Las Vegas, sent in by Tom, of what looks like an object that we analyzed in yesterday's video. Check this out.
Taking a video of this because if anyone doesn't believe I actually took pictures of these things, there it is. That's the orb on the left that you can see in the viewfinder of the camera. See it? Little dot over there.
So here I zoom in on the dot that he has in the viewfinder. That's the orb. Here's the viewfinder of his camera. The thing does look out of focus, and that's what we were talking about in yesterday's video. Look at that thing. And here's a close-up view of the same thing in the nighttime sky, also spotted from Las Vegas. Wow, great job, guys. You are wide awake and on the ball. Coming over here to the homepage of the website, today's feature photos were sent in by Ricky and Duncan. Ricky out of Fort St. James, British Columbia. Duncan out of southeastern Tasmania. Photos of the amazing geomagnetic storm from the night of January 2nd into January 3rd. Looking at the GOES X-ray flux over here at the Space Weather Prediction Center, all quiet the last 24 hours. Hopping over to the Yellowstone supervolcano caldera, looking at the seismographs that monitor the mighty supervolcano. All in all, pretty quiet. A little bit of earthquake activity along the northern edge. Something bizarre going on here on this seismograph. I believe that's the Lake Mary seismograph. You can see what look like strange pulses appearing over the last 18 hours on the seismograph. Looking at the power outage situation over here at poweroutage.us, not a good situation indeed, as it's been very cold east of the Mississippi River, and you can see there's still multiple power outages over a wide area. 16,000 in Missouri, 18,000 in Illinois, 28,000 in Indiana, 25,000 in Kentucky, West Virginia looking at 29,000, and 45,000 in the state of Virginia. Hopefully, the power will be back on very, very soon. Thanks for the photos and videos, guys. Keep them coming. If you guys have any photos you'd like to share, you can send those to reports at MrMBB333.com. If you guys have any videos you'd like to share that are too large to attach to the email, come over here to the homepage of the website. Look for this red banner that says, Have a Large Video. It's a Dropbox. Drag and drop your videos into the Dropbox. Please include your first name, date, and location, and I'll take it from there. Thanks for watching. Have a super day, and be safe out there.